This is every significant Elon Musk milestone, an event from 2018. Let's start with Tesla. As stated by Elon, 2018 was the most successful year in Tesla's history so far, but it was also the most challenging year. And Elon isn't exaggerating. Tesla was basically going through production hell throughout most of 2018 and had a production bottleneck earlier in the year near February. In an interview, Elon even went as far as saying that Tesla was on the verge of collapse.
Essentially, the company was bleeding money like crazy, and just if we didn't solve these problems in a very short period of time, we would die.
How close to death did you come?
Single-digit weeks.
22 hours a day, or like what? How many hours?
Just working, so 7 days a week, sleeping in the factory.
Luckily, they made a breakthrough with the bottleneck, and production began to move a lot smoother around May. This was also around the same time that more deliveries began rolling out. You can see from this Google Sheet created by Tesla owners that most of them started receiving their cars around April and beyond. It wasn't quite smooth sailing from there though. Tesla was under huge pressure since everything was riding on whether or not Model 3 production could grow fast enough. In August of 2018, Elon wanted to alleviate some of the pressure by taking Tesla private. Unfortunately, in October, this would come back to haunt Elon, ending in a settlement with the SEC, which removed Elon from being chair of Tesla's board and fined Elon and Tesla $20 million each. Whether or not you thought this was fair, it happened and was most definitely a significant event in 2018. Fortunately from there, Tesla's just been going up. In October 7th, the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, otherwise known as the NHTSA, tested the long-range Model 3 for safety, and the results? The Model 3 is the safest car that they have ever tested, the second and third being the Model S and X. Next, on October 18th, Tesla released their mid-range version of the Model 3, getting one step closer to the standard version a lot of people have been waiting for. And the last October announcement was the release of Navigate on Autopilot, which is the newest feature of Autopilot that plans on handling driving on highways from the on-ramp to the off-ramp. To close off the year for Tesla, let's talk about numbers, because not enough people talk about it. In 2018 alone, Tesla delivered almost as many cars as all the prior years of Tesla's existence combined. The charts and numbers don't lie. You can see how the first two quarters were closer to previous years, and then all of a sudden in quarter 3 and 4, the numbers skyrocketed. Tesla ended the year producing a company record of 86,555 vehicles in quarter 4 alone, which is about 1,000 cars a day. In terms of just Model 3s, they produced 61,394 in quarter 4, which is about 5,000 Model 3s a week. One of Elon's goals for 2019 is to reach 10,000 a week for Model 3s, so he's off to a great start. Also to note, the Gigafactory is now 30% complete and is the largest battery factory in existence at this moment. Tesla has survived production hell and is growing at an incredible rate. I'm excited to see what they have in store for 2019. Now before I cover SpaceX, let's go through some just Elon events. If you missed any of these talks or interviews, I highly recommend checking them out. Seeing and hearing him talking on video really shows his character in a way that reading and hearing about him can never. The first one on my list is the South by Southwest talk on March 11th. Elon talks a little bit about the history of SpaceX and Tesla, as well as the Mars mission. You also get to see his brother play the guitar at the end of the talk. The next one is already pretty viral. It's the Joe Rogan podcast, otherwise more known for the time Elon tried to smoke weed.
I do not smoke pot. As anyone who watched that podcast could tell, I have no idea how to smoke pot. Or anything. I don't know how to smoke anything, honestly.
The talk itself was pretty long, but also worth it. The topics range from Elon's companies to the dangers of AI, and even the way Elon himself thinks. The whole weed portion, which lasted a couple seconds, was probably the least interesting part of the talk. The final talk that I recommend is the quick interview by Axios. Elon explains his plans with Neuralink, and how he believes our best chance for survival against AI is to democratize AI and essentially become cyborgs. It's definitely an interesting talk to check out. One event unrelated to Tesla and SpaceX is the Boring Company Tunnel event. Elon shows the world of the underground transport system that he's building and talks all about it in detail. A great event to check out. I'll be leaving links to all of these in the description. Now it's time to talk about SpaceX.
3, 2, 1. Lift off of the Falcon 9.
By the end of the year, SpaceX managed to launch 22 successful missions in all. This is the most they've ever launched in a year, and it seems to be growing by the year. Most of the missions are either for government entities or commercial missions wanting to send a satellite into space. You can tell what a mission is according to the name. For instance, Dragon CRS are resupply missions for the International Space Station. Pretty much all the missions were launched using a variant of the Falcon 9 rocket. Out of all these rocket launches and events, there are two that stand out from the rest: the Falcon Heavy launch and the announcement of Dear Moon. On February 6, 2018, SpaceX launched for the very first time the Falcon Heavy. This was no ordinary rocket. The Falcon Heavy is the world's most powerful operational rocket by a factor of 2, capable of carrying large payloads to orbit and supporting missions as far as the Moon or Mars. It's also the 4th highest capacity of any rocket ever built. The rocket sent Elon's classic Tesla Roadster with Starman out into space. As of now, Starman has actually gone beyond Mars. For many people, Starman is a beacon that there are new possibilities coming regarding space. 7 months later, that would prove to be true when SpaceX's first private mission to the Moon was announced. On September 17, 2018, SpaceX announced fashion innovator and globally recognized art curator Yusaku Maezawa to be the company's first private passenger to fly around the Moon in 2023. The last time people visited the Moon was 1972, so this is definitely exciting news. Maezawa's primary purpose for the mission is to bring along some of the world's top artists, so that they can create art based on their experience of seeing the Moon up close. It's an awe-inspiring, global, and universal art project called Dear Moon. If everything goes right, 2023 is going to be a very exciting year, and the future for SpaceX is looking very bright. I'm looking forward to seeing what else is being done at the frontier of space next year. This was every significant Elon Musk milestone and event from 2018. Of course, this isn't everything that happened in 2018. So if I missed anything that you think is significant, let us know in the comments. I made this video because Elon inspires me, and as a supporter, I hope my video can help keep people informed about what's going on regarding the sustainability and space movements. If you enjoyed the video, consider sharing it and giving it a like. Thanks for watching.